Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing as the Brazilian Socialist Republic, and we're starting up a lot of trouble. We've got the United States in this war at this point, which is probably not going to be healthy for us, but we'll see. We're going to try to defend this coast as much as possible. We're currently fabricating a claim against Paraguay, which isn't going to be done until November, which seems like an awfully slow little process. We will want to go after Colombia next because I want to go up to Panama and cut off the Panama Canal. I think that's going to be a really good slap in the face of the Allies, and if we can keep going up through here, we might even be able to start whacking at the United States right now. They have been pulled into the war. They're very powerful, obviously, but they might not have their full war machine up, so we'll see how it goes. Paraguayan communism failing. All right. They have communism going on? Actually, hold on. They do. I'm going to cancel this. We're not going to justify against them at all. I did not realize that they were so communist. I mean, yes, that's failing. Let's make sure they don't have an election for a while. Let's spend some of our very little political power influencing them over here and see if we can get them to become communist. And we're instead going to position ourselves against Colombia. And we're making a push for Bogota. We'll probably have to grab an extra victory point, too. I think for now, we'll focus on seeing about making the run against Bogota. Why is it drawing it like that? Like, that doesn't make any sense for that front line. At all. Or the offensive line. Fine, you know what? Just push to the backside. That's going to be okay. All right. So get in position there, and obviously we'll need some more forces. I'll just keep that producing, I guess, a little bit more after all. And we'll try to squeeze in a little bit of XP before we go. But yeah, they have a lot of divisions. 14 to 27, depending on your intel. But we have to keep so many of them back here. We can't really bring our full force to the front. So you got to keep a good number here because there's a straight crossing with large numbers behind it. Mechanization effort is done. Discount to motorized. I'm going to be grabbing the armor effort next to help us. I'm going to continue with plan get heavy armor, which is not something I've ever gotten in this game, and I think it's frankly probably kind of ridiculous and too expensive. But I don't know, with a country that has limited manpower, maybe it makes sense to build like such ridiculous armor instead of anything else. So we're going to try to keep these guys communist over here. And see if they can't actually convert and join the common term. That would be nice. I mean, there's no conversions. They're already communists. I'm just going to make sure they stay communist and hope they join the common term. They're already communists. Why do I... No. Let's make sure to keep it up a little bit longer. Especially if the communism was failing or falling over there. We're going to go ahead and keep them buff. France has capitulated to the Axis. All right. It's quite good for me, actually, because... Fall of Paris, because anything that makes the Allies' situation a little bit worse and also presents more targets to the Allies should help to take a little bit of the heat off of me. So we're going to justify our war goal over here, and we're going to... Alright, survives assassination attempt, excellent. And we're going to justify to there. Same invasions as always, yep. Okay, you're okay. I'm just going to... I'll revisit this later on if it starts to drop too low. We're at above 50%, that's fine. There's a paratrooper tech, which may be a way for us to go and grab some of those islands, which would be nice. We're 1940. We've got all that, which is good. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to unlock radar, especially with the 50% discount. I'm going to want a little bit over here, especially since enemy has air superiority. That's a lot of freaking bombers over there. A lot of bombers, and you know what? We need to turn on interception duty on these. In fact, focus entirely on interception duty. Kill them bombers. There we go. Enemy bombers lost. Excellent. I mean, it means we don't have air superiority over here because we're not working on that, but that's okay. I could get a second wing to do that or something of that nature. How's our actual production going on over here? I'm going to pull back on the transport planes. I'm still going to want them, but I want to try to move some of the... Alright, you're still doing that, which I guess is fine. You probably... Got the equipment. Upgrades needed. Yep. Lots of that coming in. Support equipment's coming in pretty well now. Artillery, we've got like an overflowing amount of it, but I'm going to want to be able to deploy some more later on, so that's okay. Although they're going to be level 2. And... Okay. Second Armistice. German Reich and the French Third Republic was signed. Oh, yeah. French government. Oh. Vichy war declares war on France. Uh-huh. All right. Vichy France. So France still exists with its holdings over here, for example, and in Africa. So that war declaration is not necessarily that meaningful, but it is definitely a little bit scary looking. In particular, it will not be great. Anti-fascist diplomacy is fine, but I don't want to go to war with the Axis right now, although it gives the Soviet Union something to do. But the Soviet Union still needs time to build up its forces. Although, hey, interesting run against Finland there. That could be something. And if it does that, then it can push through Norway, which is part of the Allies, and that wouldn't be bad for me. So we'll see. Anyway, we're just trying to hold this front for now, and we're prepping over here. Now, they do have more divisions. Do we have any intel on them? Flight of Rudolf Hess. Okay, if I mouse over on this. Ooh, this so-called infantry division is actually 3 battalions of infantry, 1 cavalry, and then it's got a couple of companies, engineering and artillery. But that's actually very weak sauce. Remember that my infantry divisions are what? 7 battalions of infantry, 2 actual battalions of artillery, plus the artillery company and so on. So these divisions are way under strength compared to mine. So the fact that they've got their, okay, apparently 28 to 47 divisions, I guess our intel just changed a lot on Colombia, unless I was clicking on the wrong thing before. They're not quite as scary as they might look. That being said, that is some wicked, wicked numbers. I could do a quick deploy here. When do we get our war goal? 15th of September. Holy shit. All right, let's get some green troops to the front. Go ahead and deploy now. That's going to be fine. You're automatically adding to that. The prep time is coming in. So we should actually be able to make some pretty good pushes over here, but I'm worried about getting into the mountains and what's going to happen there. So still naval invasions. Are you coming in here and we don't have a presence? Hang on. That's a bit of an oops. You're supposed to go there. God damn it. What? I guess you're not on you're not on strategic redeployment. You can go there for now. You just try to get there in time. Take care of this quick. Can't allow them a foothold. So you're going there now, which is good. You're going to complete your move to there. And then we're going to get you to stay over here once that has been won. Just assuming they don't drop any more troops, we should be able to do perfectly fine. There we go. You're going to stay there. You're going there. And you're going to guard that. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Close to the war declaration. So we've got 22 divisions over here. This is my level 5 general, which is pretty good. We've got some green troops, but we've got a lot of people with decent amount of XP. Planning bonus going, well, basically nowhere yet. But it should start to accrue now. Okay, justification is done. Apparently lasts for 25 days. I don't know if I want to fire it literally right this second. No, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. We'll call in our allies. Not that it really matters, but... because they're going to join the actual allies, and they're just going to join as part of the larger war. But I want to do this up to Panama, take the Panama Canal. So, yeah, this attack failing is not particularly surprising. Is that you? Oh. Yeah, stop that. Improved computing machine, decreased research time, excellent, and we're going to grab decryption and encryption because those are all really good. Plus we got the discount, which is nice. That's all our secret tech is giving us the massive discount to electronics, which is actually very, very handy. All right, you're going to take that back. That's going to be good. We've still got you, you're just static and holding that fort, which is going to be fine, or that port. Hello. We might just not have vision here. No, there's no one there. What? How about naval-wise now? They still have a huge naval presence. So, and air-wise, how's that going? Oh, they have a lot of fighters now. Tons! Well, they've got more bases. Do they have airports over here? I'm actually not sure. I'm not seeing one at a glance. And the range probably sucks. Okay, military police. We can actually make our military divisions, which will be handy. But. We get a discount on the signal company. We might play more with signal companies, although we don't really have giant stacks, so we don't necessarily need to reinforcement rates. I think I'm going to hold off more. Also, this is probably a shared discount for all electronics, so I don't necessarily want to use it. But the field hospital logistics companies, those are pretty handy. The other thing we could do is grab that. Next level artillery. Actually, I kind of feel like grabbing the next level artillery. And, yeah, so we're not going to do the tank effort quite yet. You, hold on, pause. You are still going to stay here. This is going to cost you your dig-in, but I'm going to get you to assist there. I mean, it's still forested. It should be okay. And, yeah, actually, you will also just generate a little bit of assistance there. Although they're going to be in reserves and not actually join the attack quite yet. So that's what the radio is good for. Are none of you hanging out down here? Halt. Recalculate. Oh, you're not even part of... There you go. 24 of 24. I don't know where the hell I was sending you. Yeah, we took that port. Take that and then just run back there. This is the place we actually want to hold. That's very interesting. So we can't exceed that. But what I can do... I know, you guys are just green. And that sucks. But I'm going to get you to just, like... No, you're not going to get anything done doing that. Is anyone else who's just... Actually, Teal Group, there's a lot of people who have never reached the front. I'm going to get you to just come over here and make sure no one punches through. Everything else is fine. No attacks. Still talking about a naval invasion somewhere in northern South America, and it's centering over here, so presumably it is happening there. Doesn't it? These states, yeah. Two of them. Zulia, Miranda. Miranda, Zulia, yeah. As expected. But we still have our defenses up. Gonna push through over here. And this is the one with the jungle rat, which actually is pretty handy. There's a lot of jungle over here. But supply problems abound, which isn't a surprise. What I should do is get my infrastructure projects moved up to the top. Except for you, because you're most of the way done. Well, you're halfway done. So I'll get you to finish, but then we'll really start to get these infrastructure projects down because we're having some supply problems. Speaking of supply problems, these guys, they've got a port. So I guess they're going to be okay. What are you going to do? Leave a hole there? Really? Well, helping to defend is actually okay. If we take this port, then these guys will starve out, but that's still a mountain for us to take. Can we turn this into something? Not really. I'm going to get you to assist in that, though. No? Really? The AI is doing some funny things. And it's partially confused because there's still all these people way back here. I'm going to get you to strategically redeploy. It's almost like change to be too cautious about strategic redeployment. Like, you can use it for part of the way, and then just change when you get closer to the front. Please. What I would like to do here... Do I want to... Well, you can finish that move. That's fine. And I'm going to grab you and attack here. And get you guys to assist. Excellent. They're suffering from a little bit of attrition, actually. There's a lot of them here, so they can actually hold that for a long time. But, yeah, they don't have much in the way of organization. I think because they must have come here by transport ship, which I think resets their organization. So I think we can punch through this spot here, limit them over here where they won't have any supplies, and then just go and stack wipe them. And that's going to be quite strong. Who's attacking there? You from there. Wow. I'm going to get you to halt that. Save your energy, buddy. We've got some good approaches. Yeah, slowly but surely. You, actually, make sure you're assisting. You as well. Although it's getting a little unnecessary. Yeah, see, they're all going to retreat to here where they'll have no supplies. Yeah, that's done. We'll grab this naval base. What's the level of this naval base? That's only a 1. It's like a million ones. How's our fighter situation? We don't have very many of them. We're still interrupting plenty of bombers, but they are still, there's a lot of them. They're getting their job done. I think I'm going to bring my fighter priority up to the top here and make sure the transports are all the way at the bottom. So yeah, they'll get some broken factories for now. It messes around with the efficiency process, which sucks, but okay. Radar, we only need level 1 radar. That's going to be fine. I'm going to start on the encryption tech because that advantage is so important. And while it's going to be a while before we get to it, I do want some radar stations, at the very least there. A lot of action in this zone. Getting a little bit of a radar presence will be handy. But our queue's so long right now. It'd be nice if we can grab some civilian factories that don't get sabotaged or blown up. But that seems a little bit unlikely. We still... Japanese diplomats in Berlin. Armor effort done. Great stuff. Oh, you need all the following for the Special Forces. Wow, it takes a long time before you can get your discounts for the Special Forces. Let's see here. I think I can wait for the Doctrine discounts. We do want, like, the fighter bonus and everything, but we're going to wait on that. I'm going to get some equipment efforts over here. Now, we're still researching infantry equipment 2. There's nothing else I can switch around, right? Like, let's check. Towed artillery is just towed artillery 1. Infantry equipment 2. Yeah. Okay, we're fine there. Meanwhile, we still haven't quite punched through this. They have reinforced a fair amount. You're nearly rested up. Hopefully you'll assist soon enough. Gotta keep this going forever. There you go. Go ahead and do that. How about you? Yeah, you're fine to jump in. You're not at full strength, but your organization's okay. Just make sure we've got a couple more in reserve so that we're always pushing, pushing, pushing. And they're breaking, breaking, breaking. They're getting a little bit of rest over here, and they are reinforcing as well. And they're in defense, which is always going to help. What is this? Commandant skill 1. Why is there a symbol for that, though? Different commander assigned than the one leading battle. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. Excellent. Organize. Oh, you actually got shut back a bit. But we need a bit more of a presence. You're going to go there as well. Just hold this mountain from the counterattack. Please. You should be okay, although I'm debating starting an attack here to open a second front against it. But no, we're going to be okay. Good. They're going to reposition. We're going to get a total of, I don't know, I can't read how many divisions. 5 divisions plus the one that's static. Infantry equipment 2, so we just get a free bonus there, which is really nice. I will go ahead and grab the support equipment as well. I think it probably makes sense to do this. And at some point they'll stop attacking and I'll get these guys to jump in. Alright, maybe not, because I don't want to counterattack to cost this territory over here. That would be bad. And this is still all just one big area. You're attacking from there. You're moving back there. Could you just, like, assist in this attack for now? Thanks. That's lovely. And then, yeah, people are just getting all over the place. But they're finally getting to the front more properly. Yeah, you can't assist there. I could move over there. Eventually open the second front. There's no way. Well, I mean, you've got to be getting attritioned. So the longer we wait, you'll just starve out and not be able to fight for anything. You cancel your attack, because I don't want you to run out of organization attacking across river into a city. My god. Oh, there we go. The attack has begun. Start that, and one of you guys are not participating. Can I figure out who? You. Okay, side channel attack. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Still 1940, so there's nothing to be done here. We do need our air doctrine at some point. It might be a good time to start that. Better interception, I think. Interception mission efficiency, because we're getting bombarded. In fact, we'll probably be getting strategically bombarded from the United States for the rest of the game. So being able to shoot down their bombers is going to be really good. Assuming I'm reading that bonus correctly, but I think it means we're better at interception missions, which is when you shoot down bombers. So we're specifically looking for that. It does make it a little harder for us to intercept other fighters and gain that air superiority, but I think shooting down bombers is actually going to be the thing we care more about. Turn off the day-night cycle. I have to do that every time I load the game. Doesn't seem to be able to, like, just permanently turn it off in the options. Now, I don't really notice it too much, but it really bothers some people on YouTube a lot, so I apologize for the fact that that's probably been driving you crazy. We don't have any extras in reserve over here, which means it's probably unlikely for us to actually win. Although, every time we break one of these guys and they run out of organization, yeah, they just vanish completely. They just get stack wiped. There's nowhere for them to run. So, it looks like we've taken that, which is going to be really, really quite good. You go and be a little bit more patient. Same thing over here. And then you guys are going to do that, and then you'll restructure. We're going to keep you over here to defend that. We may want someone. I think I do, actually. I'm going to grab you, remove you from Team Teal, and get you to stand here and guard this naval base, rather than be part of the attack. What I should actually do is all these people who aren't part of an army, oops, should actually be added to magenta, so at least when they're on the defense, they're still going to get the general bonus. So you guys here, I'm actually going to take one of you guys and add you to Team Teal, bring us back up to strength 24. Yeah, because teal or purple does not actually have an order, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. Tempted to send one of you guys back over here. Right now, it's not at risk of an invasion. So I might just like send in something like that. There's no way it'll get there. It'll get stopped at some point, but we'll get it going. All right. How is Colombia looking in the list here? Colombia. Quite high still. Because it's probably all about the capital. Excellent. More decryption. So we're going to wait until 42 for anything more. I don't care about the nuclear or the rocketry tech, especially at this time. That is still slightly out of reach. That's going well. The mechanized soon, maybe. There's a lot of good stuff to be had here. Oh, we've got our armor discount. Excellent. Research this, and then you'll be perfect situation to start the 1941 tech research momentarily. For that level 2 heavy tank, then we start producing that with God knows what resources. How's our trade situation looking? We need a lot of steel because we're getting no deliveries from Italy. So we're going to cancel that, so at least we've got the civilian factories. In South America here, mechanized offense. Oh, yes. Let's keep going here. I think we're going for shock and awe, which is, yeah, the recon, the soft attack, which seems pretty good. Hard attack. So this is air-land battle. This is better against tanks and tank counters, I guess. Frontline, all frontline battalions, +5 organization. I don't know what frontline battalions count as, and then air support. But army, soft attack, hard attack. I think this is the way we want to go. Yeah. Shock and awe it is. I was just going to check something. Shit. What was I before that pop-up came up? It was going to be something very important and very relevant, and I have no recollection as to what that is. Oh! I was going to check for resource map mode. In South America, does anyone have steel? You've got a little bit. You've got 24 units in Chile. Colombia's just got some more oil, which we don't really need. Is there someone else we can trade steel with? A little safer. I mean, Soviet Union's got tons, but I'm just worried that none of it's ever going to reach us. Nationalist Spain might actually be slightly easier. Depends on where the naval presence is. And it looks like that's it. So we might not be able to get it from Italy, but I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to get just 2 sets over here from that. I'm not going to do Finland. We can trade with Chile. That's probably safe. Alright, so we're going to get in a little bit of steel, but not much. This is really hurting our production rates, but that's going to be the way it is. And yeah, at some point we'll just have to take Chile, which actually, we could go and attack them from over here, but going through the Andes here and then down the coast, is this all counting as mountain? Oh, it's hills. Okay, it's not quite as bad, and then some mountain. And it's a very small front line, which means we don't get to bring maybe our numerical advantage to bear, and the supplies are almost certainly going to be miserable. Actually, that's probably a really good candidate for paratrooper duty, isn't it? Oh, the other thing I need to do is I need to go and our cavalry division over here, which I'm gonna, Netherlands have capitulated. Okay. I'm just going to call this MP. We're going to put a military police thing on here. And I'm going to trim this way back. It's going to cost a fair amount of XP to set up here. Not that much. So something like this gives you like tons of MP suppression kind of stuff. You can spread it out pretty evenly. So this is what we're going to do. This is going to be a very simple little division for military police work. We're going to go and train, I don't know, add 10 of them. Something like that. Just one time. That's going to be fine. They're very lightweight to equip. They're going to complain about their support equipment a little bit because we still have a deficit of that. Although that is shrinking pretty dramatically, which is nice. Speaking of support equipment, yeah, you're at maximum efficiency. I'm wondering about setting up a little bit more, especially since we still have to do some division company changes. But if I do that, that means I can't add more stuff to my planes. I think we're going to leave it as is. But yeah, we're going to get the cavalry trained up. We're going to stick a couple down here, stick a couple over here. And we don't have to worry about Venezuela because that war actually ended. Just canceling. Oh, actually, that's going not too bad. Can you assist from over here? Yes, good, wonderful. Can you assist from here? Okay, that is adjacent. Interesting. Wasn't expecting it to be. But we've got a couple more in reserve, although one of them is pretty beat up. But they're in pretty bad shape too. And again, part of it is their divisions are not as strong as they appear to be. If these guys got reinforced, and that's actually something I hadn't considered, is they could have been reinforced by actual allies, like, you know, Americans and British and things like that could all get their troops over here. That would be kind of double plus on good. Now, since this is gone, I don't think we have to keep quite as many guys over here. In fact, ooh, especially with that experience. Look at that. Let's leave you there. We're going to start a new little group over here. Excellent, you're level 3. And you're going to move to... I guess right here. With an offensive line set up. I'll just try to tell you to start pushing. You're there, you're there. We need a little bit more force there. Yeah, because we've got... It's gone quite well, actually. But yeah, they could have reinforced, and I wasn't really thinking of that. We've got free military factories. Really? If we've really gotten to that point where we're capturing stuff, some of it's still smashed. We are going to need a lot more fighter production. I'm not going to start the tank production yet, because that doesn't make much sense. I think what we're going to get ready for is another full line of infantry equipment to get started. Because already, like, it's going to take us forever to complete these upgrades. Especially since we don't have steel. Alright, that's not working out so well. Can't really just cancel it because I don't know, well, who's who. Well, that's not true. One of these guys is doing the attack. Is it you? No, it's you. Nope. How come I can't see the, there's 4 people in this zone, aren't there? I don't know. Anyway, who cares? Improved artillery, done. I've got to make sure to switch my production over right away. I'm going to start on this upgrade as well. So production, artillery, make sure to start on artillery too. Lots of upgrades needed, but I don't think I'm going to add anything more to that queue. Everyone's still got plenty of artillery. And I think the infantry equipment is a little bit more important, but we'll see how it goes. So we need some extra guys to show up there. You need to be recolor coded. Yeah, you're not going to get the military police attachment. That's going to be fine. Is there anyone else we can steal from purple? No, they kind of all sort of need to be there. How's their training coming along? Getting there. We'll probably get you the rest of the XP. Support equipment actually coming in surprisingly well over here. These MPs, I don't know if experience matters for suppression. I mean, I can't deploy them yet anyway, but I don't know that it does. I wonder if there's somewhere... Where can we find out what the benefit of the higher rank? It says that they, you know, they fight. They get a modifier in combat. As far as I know, just based on that tooltip, suppression doesn't change based on experience points. So green cavalry is all we need to go and stop some of the partisan activity in our newly captured areas. I mean, 10 divisions sounds like a lot, but that was pretty easy and trivial to produce because they're such lightweight divisions. It just means we can spread things out pretty thinly, which is usually going to be perfectly sufficient. Belgium has capitulated. All right. I don't suppose you guys can push in there. Yeah, because then we can surround Cartagena. I feel like it's Cartagena, but I don't actually know. And on that note of grammatical or geographical incompetence, we're going to put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching another episode, folks, and I will see you guys next time.